ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. One to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, that's your force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Giants. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time with Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. The gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Right at midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down, Giants.
Carry for Barkley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Second and 11 now.
5-yard line.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Jones now to throw on third down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
This is my
all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Giants nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to Butler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rashad Penny, 1st carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
14. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
New York.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the the play fake. Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Sterling Shepard.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, New York.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Trey Flowers picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The 30. 10. 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
10 yards to go.
come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Jones. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Penny, a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Baby, bring it!
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Complete to Sterling Shepard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Right check, 33. 33. We'll hold this. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Giants 7.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 20, quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, 0-0-0.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Penny, the ball carrier.
Now in his 4th year out of Alabama, there's Dalvin Tomlinson making another nice play up front. He's been one of the strong points of this Giants defense.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Complete to Freddie Swain. That's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
By the Giants.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. Mike 54. Mike 54. There we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
New York.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now we'll get a late timeout, as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 52's the mic. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run it again with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years, it's Carlos Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check Mike 27. 19. Here I come. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared. Hey, check Mike 27.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, Wilson rolling to his right. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 8 yards.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Now it's Penny. And he stopped immediately there.
Rashad Penny, the ball
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The line of scrimmage.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Barkley, the Giants ball.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Barkley on the carry.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Demarius Randall. Jones pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Penny. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 14 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, The head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes it...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to
Darius Slayton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
This is Penny. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 12.
Check Mike 21. Here we go, D. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I know he ain't got it. Move quickly. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Open man completes it to Butler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Wilson. buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Gun. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You have to get tired of seeing me. Check 52. Friday. Check. Watch 54.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Down and 16.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Mike 5-4. I got one. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey, 0. What we got?
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Jones on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
33. Watch the out. Hey, check Mike 33.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Saquon Barkley.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let him know. Mike 27. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike.
Operating from the gun. Jones going for the deep ball. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm trying to collect. Watch 54. 54. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Wilson on the keeper.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, Butler complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the ball.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Mike 20. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. Go. Go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Go, go, go. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Seahawks 57, Giants 14.
crowd scream, still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know used to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they do. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Christian McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Christian McCaffrey on
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, gone. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
58 to Mike. 4 down.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, wide open, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
3-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check three. Watch the run. Hey, switch kick out right there. Big
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, big series right here.
From the gun, here's Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with McCaffrey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
First and goal.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Here we go. 180.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Saints 7, Bears 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson, open man is Ross, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, Saints.
Here we go, tonight. 180.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Saints first down.
On first down, it's gone. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
It is good. Makes the score Saints 14. Bears 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. What's the run? They're running it. What's left? Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Wilson's pass.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gun. 52. Here we go.
Play action. It's Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
More yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well. 41, Mike. 41.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Russell Wilson. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, New Orleans.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now gone. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Goff. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10-10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Saints' 30-yard line.
14.
To throw again is Wilson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Clear. 41 the mic. Get the ball. 41 mic. 41.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Hines, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 24, Saints 21.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Check it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap for Gone. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Yetur Gross-Matos brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Gone. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Make a play ball, baby.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
To 2nd and goal at the Bears' 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Wilson. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
That's good.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
52's the mark, bro. 52. Fair enough. It's just me and you.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to
Throwing now is Wilson. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his leg. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Saints.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bears, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be